The first stage of spiritual awakening begins with a profound feeling of discontent, a sensation that quietly infiltrates but gradually takes over every aspect of your life. It's as if the daily routine, once comfortable and predictable, starts to feel stifling and purposeless. Activities that once brought joy, like work, hobbies, and even moments of leisure, begin to feel empty and meaningless. Conversations seem superficial, material achievements lose their shine, and an internal restlessness begins to set in, bringing up difficult questions that are hard to ignore. Is this all life has to offer? Why do I feel there is something more, something I can't quite see? This discontent can be confusing and painful, as there are no clear answers, only a sense that something is out of place. This stage is often marked by feelings of loneliness and a deep disconnection from the world around you. Friends and family may not understand this change, which can make you feel even more isolated. But paradoxically, it is this discomfort that sparks a sense of curiosity and a desire to seek something beyond the visible. It's as if a part of your being knows there is a deeper reality, yet it remains hidden beneath the layers of everyday life. This moment is crucial because despite the pain, it is here that the journey of awakening begins to take shape. The sense that life might hold a greater purpose becomes irresistible, and even without knowing exactly what you are seeking, the simple act of questioning opens the doors to transformation. This discontent is in fact a call to awaken, a sign that it's time to start looking within and find the answers that the external world cannot provide. The inner restlessness transforms into an intense search for meaning. After feeling the emptiness of routine and realizing that the material world does not hold all the answers, a deep need emerges to explore higher and more spiritual questions. It's as if suddenly you become an explorer, eager to find the truth behind existence. At this point, books on philosophy, spirituality, and ancient wisdom become constant companions, and superficial conversations are replaced by deep reflections about life, the universe, and the purpose of the soul. Meditation, spiritual practices, and even journeys to places considered sacred become increasingly appealing, as there is a growing desire to connect with something greater, to find a truth that transcends the visible world. This is a stage filled with questions. What is my true purpose? What is the meaning of life? And how can I connect to the divine? Become central concerns, fueling an inner journey that seeks to fill the void left by discontent. Even though the answers remain distant, the feeling that there is something to be discovered brings a new kind of hope and motivation. In this stage, the search for meaning is like a flame that guides through the darkness, leading the soul through unknown paths towards a new understanding of oneself and the universe. A period of deep inner crisis, where everything that once seemed solid crumbles, leaving behind a devastating emptiness. It's as if the lights that guided your life are suddenly turned off, leaving you to face the darkness within your own being. At this moment, emotional and spiritual pain reaches intense levels, and former certainties turn into doubts. Previous experiences in the search for meaning seem insufficient, and a sense of profound loss invades the spirit. Feelings of sadness, anxiety, and even despair become frequent as you confront your shadows, fears, and deepest traumas. Life seems to be on pause, and there is a sense that all the progress made so far has been lost, like you are drifting aimlessly in a turbulent ocean. However, as painful as this stage may be, it is also essential for the process of spiritual rebirth. The dark night of the soul is a kind of purification, where illusions are undone and the layers of the ego begin to dissolve. At this point, you are often called to let go of everything you think you know and surrender to uncertainty, allowing the old self to die so that a new one can emerge. The journey is solitary, but it is in this confrontation with one's own shadow that true light begins to emerge, preparing the way for a deeper and more authentic transformation. A moment when your perception of the world and yourself expands in an extraordinary way. After the turbulence of the dark night of the soul, a new clarity emerges, revealing deeper truths about existence. Suddenly the boundaries that once limited your understanding begin to dissolve, and you feel connected to something much greater, as if a fog has lifted, revealing a landscape of infinite possibilities. The ideas of separation and isolation give way to an understanding of unity with all things. You begin to feel the presence of life in everything around you, perceiving the interconnection between plants, animals, people, and the universe itself. It is a period of profound insights, where intuitions about the meaning of life and the purpose of your being start to manifest spontaneously. The practice of meditation and contact with nature become moments of pure communion, where you feel energy flowing freely through your body and mind, as if life itself is revealing its secrets. The worries that once weighed on your mind begin to lose their significance, giving way to a state of peace and gratitude for the simplicity of the present moment. The expansion of consciousness is a stage where reality gains a new dimension, and you see yourself as part of a greater whole, opening the doors to a new way. A crucial moment when you begin to release the resistance and inner struggle that often marked your journey. After the stage of expansion of consciousness, where you recognize the interconnectedness of all things, a profound understanding emerges. Control is an illusion, and true freedom lies in the acceptance of what is. In this stage, you allow yourself to let go of the need to understand everything or to shape reality according to your expectations. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage, a willingness to flow with the natural currents of life. You begin to see that every experience, even the most challenging ones, carries valuable lessons, and that resistance only brings more suffering. By accepting the impermanence and uncertainty of life, you feel lighter and at peace, as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders. The present moment becomes a safe space, and gratitude blooms in your heart. Your connection with your deepest essence strengthens, and you start to trust the process of life, allowing it to guide you. Surrender and acceptance pave the way for a new perspective, where inner peace becomes your new reality, and you become a conscious co-creator of your experience, living with greater authenticity and compassion, both towards yourself and others. You enter the stage of service to humanity, where the understanding gained throughout your journey transforms into altruistic action. With expanded awareness and acceptance of life's flow, a deep desire arises to contribute to the well-being of others and the world around you. This stage is marked by profound empathy and compassion, as you recognize that we are all interconnected and that the suffering of one is, in some way, the suffering of all. You begin to engage in activities that promote healing and the elevation of collective consciousness, whether through volunteering, supporting social initiatives, or simply offering love and support to those around you. Your actions are not driven by recognition or reward, but by the pure joy of helping and serving. In this process, you find that the act of giving not only benefits others, but also enriches your own soul, filling you with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Through service to humanity, spirituality becomes a living, dynamic practice, where the love and light you have cultivated within yourself are now shared with the world. This phase brings a sense of belonging and connection, as you become an active part of humanity's spiritual evolution, contributing to a brighter and more conscious future. The seventh and final stage of spiritual awakening, known as enlightenment and unity, represents an elevated state of consciousness, where the separation between the individual self and the whole begins to fade. At this point in the journey, you reach a deep understanding that your essence is intrinsically connected to the essence of the universe, and that all experiences, whether positive or challenging, are part of a grand divine plan that transcends individuality. The illusion of duality, the belief in a separation between yourself and others, between the human and the divine, dissolves, revealing an inner peace that goes beyond external circumstances. In enlightenment and unity, emotions become balanced and the mind becomes calm, allowing you to live in the present moment fully and consciously, embracing each moment as a unique expression of life. The concepts of time and space become fluid, and you feel at home anywhere, recognizing that every being, object, and experience is a manifestation of the same vital energy. In this stage, compassion and unconditional love are not just feelings but states of being that permeate all your interactions. You become a channel for the light that flows through you, touching others' lives in profound and meaningful ways, while simultaneously recognizing the light within each being. The ego, which once sought validation and recognition, transforms into a harmonious part of your being, allowing you to identify more and more with the totality of existence, where your individuality is celebrated as a unique expression of the divine.